Hi guys, it's Karen. Yes, I'm back. It's like the next day. 'Cause guess what I found? My tag punch. This was the crucial piece that held me from making another basket on yesterday. So I feel bad, but I'm here to do it today. And today we are making our basket in Rococo Rose, which I would just like to tell you that it's going away, Rococo Rose, along with all the others that I love. The Purple Posy, Seaside Spray, love them. So if you love any of those colors, I suggest you buy an extra bag. If you have these ink sets, ink pads, what they're called, and markers and all that, buy an ink refill for your pad, buy an extra pad of paper, you know, just let that keep going. And you can also buy, before that leaves, is the In Color Designer Series 6x6 paper, which this is from, as well as this piece. And they all have different sayings. And, you know, if you like the colors, it just would stink if you had everything and you ran out of ink and you could had the designs paper but no matching cardstock, all that stuff. So I feel that I'm less prepared today than I was yesterday, and I'm sorry for that. And I don't even have a full can of Diet Coke. But we are going to go forth and prosper or make a video. So we are going to make the tag basket today and the round basket. I know, I'm just going to go wild, get 2 things done in one day. And I'm not promising. Please don't think I'm promising, because first of all, I can't find my snail, which I have 2 regular snails, 2 snail pluses, and refills for both. Can't find any of them. What else do I not have? I'm sure there's 50 things, but I'm as prepared as I can be. And I hope that's enough for you people. But let's get started. Okay, gonna put you down. Oh, I am on like a wobbly, it's a wooden like square cube, because this stand that's holding my phone, it doesn't reach across the table because I'm in my kitchen and it's probably not meant to be used for this. But again, I have nothing to save my tabletop. So we are going to need 7x2 piece of cardstock. We also need a 5x3 piece of cardstock. We also need, not this long, but 3/4 of an inch for the handle, and it'll probably be around 6 inches because that's the length of my DSP. All right, so let's get started. We need to punch. So we are taking our, and I'll put the name of whatever tag this one is, and this is the reason, oh, that's very shiny. The reason is the slit, because that is what lets the handle go through, which I didn't even think, I'll have to punch it first, see what happens. All right, so we don't want to push it all the way in. We want to pull it back so it's right at the top of that curve, and it maybe doesn't make sense, but it will, and I actually will point it out when I know it's a time when you should know that it makes sense. So we are going to do that. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. And again, don't push it all the way to the top. Pull it back to the top of the circular part on the top. I don't know what you call that, but put it on that part. All right, look at, we're just on a roll. Okay, we're done with our tag punch. I know, so little work for yesterday and it couldn't show up to the job. Now, we got this guy. We need our paper trimmer for him. Well, you could use a scoreboard, but I didn't clear enough room to fit the scoreboard. So we have to do this. Let me check here. We need to mark it on the short side which when I say short side, I mean like the short side. So like this way into your trimmer. There you go. We need to score it at a half all the way around. So I'm going to measure on this side. See, because your paper trimmer, if you have a Stampin' Up! One, has an inch going on this side. And what's good is if you're going to do a half an inch, it's easier to have the paper on this side to hold it than to try and hold it outside the, whatever this thing is called. So this way you can go in without, trust me, it's better to do it this way. It's just more stable. So it's like 1.5 inches that you get measurements for on that side. Make sure your cutting blade is nowhere near you, because someone, I'm not going to say who, didn't do that. So 1/2 inch score on each side. And on the long side, which would be this side, we are going to score 1.5 on each side. So 1.5, turn it around, and do 1.5 again. Look at that, done again. All right, we need to fold and burnish. Forgot about my bone folder. I tried. I really did try. But, okay, let's talk about it. I'm going to make a list because I have a couple of cards I want to make for you, and hopefully I'm going to do them tomorrow because wedding flower making is happening. Card making is taking a back seat. I know. It's not my fault. I'm already married. It's my daughter. Thinks she wants to get married. Although he's a great guy, so I'm okay with it, even after having to cancel it twice. The poor things. October had to cancel because of COVID, rescheduled for February because he's a teacher, so it would have been February vacation because they won a trip to Cancun from a bridal show. I don't know if they lost it because it was supposed to be taken in October or what. They're not even sure. So then we rescheduled for April, which is now the one we're doing. We went from 250 people to 14. I know, it's crazy. And I feel so bad for her. And I'm going to make them a bunch of cards and just send them to them once a week, just to make it look like they had a shower, because they didn't. And make it look, I know people care that they're getting married, but after having to cancel it twice, we lost our deposit at the first place, which was good. We had the choice to lose the deposit and get the rest of the money sent to us, or we could wait it out and see if we could do the original wedding. The problem with that is we had already given a non-refundable payment to, it's like an inn that we're renting. Like the whole thing, there's nobody there but us and our guests, which is just our kids. And so, yeah, so I'm going to send them cards and say, oh, look, somebody remembered. I'm going to sign them the dogs, or I don't know. I'm going to make it fun for her, though. We didn't even get to do her advent. I was making them an advent calendar, and all of her bridesmaids that she can't even have at her wedding. We're putting things in it like, you know, we'll go get our nails done, or I have you for today, we're getting coffee. Can't do any of it. It's just, I feel so bad for them. But they're at the point where they're like, let's just get married. He's there, I'm there. That's all they care about. And I think that's sweet. It's like, we love each other. We want to get married. Let's do it. That's it. And I think that's very sweet. Thought I'd share that. Okay. So, don't have a, oh, hold on. If I use my trimmer carefully, I can, look at that, the skill. I might do a video about it. If anyone wants to know, let me know. And just these two in the middle. Okay. So now we have our score marks. And since I don't know where my black scissors are, I'm stuck with these. So that's just, you want to cut up on both sides. And these scissors are not good at all, which I'm sure is my fault. I don't think they've ever been sharpened, and I use them for everything. I just had to open a package, and I used them for that. And this one. There we go. Now, this is going to, we want these two on the inside, and the sides are going to come up like that. Now, we're going to round our corners. This is Creative Memories. I used to sell that like 30 years ago. Then I stopped because I had kids and whatnot. And we're going to use it because it's a good corner rounder. So we're going to do the ends, stick it in that, round them off. And it doesn't seem like a big deal until you look inside the basket. And you know, if you're making them for co-workers or something, you want them to look pretty. Ooh, that's not good. Better. And I also did not shred any more grass. I'm sorry. But this is probably, and tomorrow, my last videos. I know. Let's talk about it. Because I have to start making wedding flowers. And trust me, I am a little excited that we've gone from 9 bridesmaids to 1. And 1 table to eat at, so 1 centerpiece, and 1 groom, and 1 best man, and then the fathers and my father, so her grandfather. And my son, my youngest son, is marrying them. It's so cute. I'll let you know how it goes. All right, so we are going to add glue on these corners of those. I think. I gotta think for a second. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Just a little bit. I know that's a lot. It came out fast. And this one. And we wanna just fold this up. Now, probably would have been better if I only did one side at a time. Again, sorry, doing my best here. I can't think of everything. But I'm telling you, I'm going to be a new woman after this wedding stuff. I'm going to make lists. I might make a list for tomorrow for the card, which I'll probably make tonight. But did I even mention to you that, since we're waiting for glue to dry, that, and I'm still squeezing, so you know I'm working, I bring extra clothes downstairs because if I make 2 videos in one day, I don't want you to think that I wear the same clothes. I know nobody probably cares, but just in case anyone's taking note, I changed my shirt, not my pants, because you really can't see them. Uh-oh, have a situation. This guy did not. You want to line the seams up with right here. You want everything to line up so that it's nice and straight when it goes inside the tag. All right, I think that's good for right now. Oh, we never scored our tag. Back with our paper trimmer. We need to score this at 2.5 on each side. So this is where it makes a difference. Oh, we're not even down. Sorry. Showing you the difference and you can't even see. That was me, don't bark. Where we went right to the tip, oh, that's a little messy. It's still me. I banged the table. Can you stop? Bailey, do you want to go in timeout? All right. Bailey, one more time, you're in timeout. Sorry about that. Someone's not listening. Okay, so because we pushed it down a little bit, when we make this score at 2.5, it's gonna, the box is gonna fit in it better. If you do it before you punch, it's too big and it doesn't fit, and then it brings you into having to score at like a 1/16 of an inch, and you don't want to do that if we don't have to. All right, so now we want to score at 2.5, which is here. Make sure your blade is nowhere near you. Turn it around, same thing, 2.5. And also make sure you push up all the way. Nothing worse than having a crooked score line because you weren't. And just to let you know what all this tape is, either I am just crazy or old, whatever one it is, all I see is the centimeters. And I broke my last paper trimmer, so I never noticed, but I'm pretty sure the inches were at the top and not the centimeters. I'm gonna have to observe someone else's. Or you could let me know down there, and that would save me time, because I am a busy person. Well, this didn't even score. Oh, because it's the wrong one. Oh, it's been a long day. It really hasn't. But. All right, so we are now going to add glue up on the sides and the bottom. All right, so here we go. Not a bunch. Just gotta hold it. So you kind of want to get the edges, but you don't want it. Like right now, I'm not squeezing. Oh, I'm not squeezing. I'm just moving it around. But now that there's glue all over my table, I had to replace it. Okay, so the sides of the tag are what's going to cover these openings. So, I'm sorry, but my glue's in the middle. So we are going to take this and put it right in the middle. Oh, shoot. Okay, this is a time where you're probably saying, really, Karen? Again? And I'm going to say, yes, again. I put the glue on the wrong pieces. I know, it's not my fault, but I'm prepared. I'm very sorry. And I hope you forgive me. My mind is on weddings that were and that weren't. So I'm going to give it another shot. And I hope you don't leave me. So on the outsides, put a little bit of glue. And bring your insides up. Make sure you're lined up with all of your score marks. And we need to let it dry. So if I was prepared, which isn't going to happen till after the wedding, then I would have little clips that I could use to help hold this for me. But I just have 1.5 dogs. It's not a half, he's a dachshund, so he's kind of a half. And he's a miniature dachshund, so he's probably only a 1/4. But he's cute, so we'll keep him. All right. Although, I don't know if you've gone back to some of my videos, but he's a serial killer. Nothing yet this spring, but he had a field day last year. Birds and chipmunks. It was awful. So if you watch any of my other videos, you will see how horrible he was. All right. So my mistake was I put glue here, which I don't want to, because I want that to come up. So if I put it this way, that is ugly. You want to do it this way. So what I'm going to do is kind of pay attention. And yes, right here, Karen. Come on. You just need a little of this stuff. Ask my table. All right. Oh, I guess I could put a little here. All right. Glue's on the bottom. I can't even put it over there because there's glue. All right. I'm going to risk it. So you want to stick this there and there. And now we have to hold it. And if you can see, I don't know if you can see, but maybe it's not, maybe it's bowed. have clips. If you make this, have some little clips beside you. Binder clips, little clothespins, or as the Brits say, clothes pegs. Love the way they talk. All right, there we go. Oh, not enough glue on the bottom. It's all right, we're gonna fix it. It's not a problem, everyone. We're good, we're good. We are good. There we go, look at that. Saved the day. All right, now, we can work on decorating now. I'm sorry, you're still cooking. All right, so I'm gonna choose the check. I know I've chosen that quite a few times, but it's the brightest. Or I could do this. I'm gonna go with check. So basically, we want it, what is this, 1.5 inches? Yes. So I'm gonna do 1 inch. And like I said, you probably could go all the way around with a big piece of, I don't know, maybe 1 inch isn't big enough. Nope, very good. If you used a big piece 12 by 12 DSP, it would go all the way around. But I don't mind piecing together to use up my paper. And I've even got one for a spare. I think my brain knows I'm gonna make a mistake. So basically, start at a corner, which will of course be your black, not black. And then kind of fold it around to see where you're gonna end up. So I just need to put that on. So because the glue is not, oh my God, I was gonna have to use this right in front of me, right in front of me. Sometimes I amaze myself. Although glue probably would have been better for this, but it's all right. It's not a big deal. So I'm gonna do it right in the middle. I think that would look cute. So we're just gonna tape it down. And remember, if we make a mistake, what can we use? Class, undo. Good job. You guys, I'm gonna have to give away another bottle. I've just converted a lot of people, and I think it's time for another try. All right, I'm gonna double this just to keep all of the seams in the back. And then I'm just gonna bring it around, and hopefully, although it's not looking promising, I will match it up to, oh, I think I can, of course I can do it. Ye of little faith. Who didn't think I could do it? Because that's not nice. And then we're just going to, so now I have all of the parts that I don't want people to see over here, all on one side. So you just hand it to them with the other side. All right, now we are looking for a handle. Now, I wanted to do a thicker one and then realized the reason that you can't is because the handle has to go in here. So I'm wondering if my, I can't believe it. Look at that. My brain was just thinking again for me. I love it. Love it. All right, I'm gonna add some, it's gonna be very thin, but let's see what the measurement does of our handle. Does it say? Oh, I will measure it for you. It is a 1/2 inch, which means I'm gonna have to go for 1/4 inch, which is gonna be easier on the second side. that's a half, this is a quarter. It's gonna be tiny, but look at how cute that's gonna be. It's worth it, right? Of course we're right. We are crafters, we're always right. All right, we're gonna use some glue again. And again, not a lot, just kind of drag your little pile. And I know yesterday we talked about my silicone mat that I didn't apparently. You guys, look how much I would have saved if I had this out in the first place. I did put it back in the bag though. All right, you would think this is like not a big deal. Let me tell you, it's a big deal. All right, so I'll use up this glue on my table. Put this on, I need more glue. So this is the side that we want to get all the way to the ends. The cardstock is bigger, so we just have to cut it when we're done. So let's see. What I want to do, because it's only this big, turn it on your corners so that it doesn't run off. Basically, just tack it a little. Needs to come down a little. That's good. I'm good with that. Look at that, everybody. So much. Oh, I didn't even put glue all, the seal all the way to the end. Trying to make me look bad. All right, so this is our little tag. And let's see if we prepared decorations for this. Look at that, right on my directions. And that happened yesterday. I didn't do it again. That was already done. All right, so let's color our basket. I happen to have some blends right here with me. And let's pick up some pretty colors. There's my brown box. I'm going to take a little stroll up. I could almost, I did it. So proud of me. So I guess we're only doing purples and pinks for the eggs. So that's fine. I like to use the pointed end. And I don't think I'm going to shade the eggs just because they're so tiny. I will, however, oh, this is Light Highland Heather. This is Light Rich Razzleberry. I will, however, highlight the basket. That's a pretty color, Rich Razzleberry. I don't think I used that enough. And how about something light, like Light Flirty Flamingo. If I thought I could reach a blue or a yellow, I absolutely would have been putting that on here. But, you know, I could put a light orange, but no, let's do a, well, that's Rich Razzleberry done. How about light blackberry bliss? What are you? You are dark cherry cobbler. It's all right. When you're at home, put your yellows, your greens, your blues. Right now, I gotta deal with what I have. All right, so those are just colored. Now we are going to do the basket. So it's either cinnamon cider or light and dark soft suede, which I think I'm gonna go with the soft suede. All right, you know what? These are new guys. Let's do them. All right, so I start with the light. I know some people don't, but I do. I'm just carefully, without glasses on, coloring in my basket. And that is now stuck to my table. You guys can talk amongst yourselves. If you have dogs, you could talk to them. That's what I do all the time. And lately, sadly, I've been waiting for answers, and I'm not getting them. I think I might need some rest after the wedding stuff. A week away. But you can't go anywhere because COVID. I hope you guys are all safe and no one's sick. And I heard that the vaccination kind of makes you sick. Now, I heard it was only the second one, but I've just found 2 of my friends where the first one, they got really sick too. So I hope none of you are sick and everyone is well. Okay, so where I would think, let me just pull you in. Come on, little cube. Make a path. Is that good? I hope so. All right. I would assume that it's going to be dark under every row of the basket weaving. So under here, here, here. Same with the other side, right underneath. Then I would also assume that there would be some shadowing this way, because I'm assuming that the sun is coming from here, which would make everything on this side of the basket dark. I know, it's crazy. I'm going to just do a little more shading underneath. And you can do it between the little twirling of this part of the basket, right where they connect. Anywhere where something touches another, there's usually a shadow. You can do here. And then I just take my little thing. So if you are coloring with blends and you're not sure where to put dark and light, always pick, I always choose the same. I always say the sun is coming on the left. Some people say the right, and it doesn't matter. But if you always do it on one side, it's easier than, you know, changing it and whatnot. Ooh, I just drew on myself. So when this dries, we will relook at that. Now, let's see if I was smart enough to cut circles. No, but I do have my circle cutter here. So this is 1.25 inches, which is big. So I'm gonna fussy cut my basket because that's way too big. Because that meant the next one with the Rococo Rose side would be like 2 inches, and that's way big. So you don't have to be really fussy. I know they call it fussy cutting, but I don't mind doing it. Maybe, you know, you're not having a good time, but this could be a time where you get a snack. Is it lunchtime where you are? Go ahead, I can wait. I got nothing to do except clean every single room of my house. So if anyone's thinking about dropping by today, please don't. Because, yeah, it's a disaster. I might even take a few pictures and show you what kind of disaster my house is in. But you know what? It freaks my kid out. He still lives at home, and he, like, goes crazy. I can't believe that you put pictures of what our house looks like because of your crafting up on your blog and up on your Facebook. And in reference to the blog, it has been made, it's done. I just don't, first of all, I'm so not computer savvy, And I feel it's going to need my full attention, and I honestly, with the wedding, I just can't start it. Because just, if I do something once, and it's great, but if I go to do it again, I forget how I did it. So she did send me like instructions. She's so amazing. However, I'm just not very smart. All right, I'm just gonna add a little bit more white here. I mean, white. A little more brown to get rid of the white, which is just right here. There we go. All right, so now we're going to use our 1 1/4 punch for the baskets to go on instead of the other way around, because they still have white on them, so they'll be good. Hopefully. If not, I'll just put them on. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. I don't know. Maybe I should just make it white, and I'll do white ribbon. Good thinking, guys. Thank you. All right, that's all right. I'm going to push it back so that you're not all up in me here. See if I have any white. No. Oh. I do surprise myself. All right, let's try white with it. I must have a smaller punch. I think I'm missing, like, the one in between these two, like a 1 1/2, I think I need. Which happens to be this one. So let me try. The problem is with these punches, they're like really hard to punch. So let's see. We might have saved the day, everyone. So if we do it here or here. I think I'm going with that, guys. Thank you for that tip. Do I have another piece? This probably goes to something. It looks really nicely cut. How do you guys store your scraps? It's a problem I'm having. Because I like the plastic that the paper comes in, because it was nice to stick the paper behind it, but it's kind of not really meant to hold your paper. So I bought these job ticket things, and they hold the paper, but they slide off my little wire shelf that they sit on. When I do my video, if my room ever gets done, I'll tell you what I'm talking about. All right, well, let's pop this up, because I happen to have dimensionals. I know I'm surprising myself. All right, let's do 2 on each. Again, I can't do them fast like those girls, and they just go, shh. No, not me. I don't know where my eye poker router is. My little hokey pokey stick, which is my Picket tool, which helps take the little plasticky things off. It really does a lot of things. I'm not mocking it, so if it's listening, I'm not mocking you. And we'll put this guy here. And I'm even gonna, since we have dimensionals, pop it up again. Why not? I like dimensionals. Do you guys use dimensionals? Leave me a message. I noticed that a few people watched my video, but no one left a message, which, okay. I know, I left for a while. I was sick. I'm coming back. It's going to take a bit. I get it. But I'm patient. I can wait. So if you're not doing anything and you happen to watch it, just let me know. Oh, this is a crooked circle. I don't think I can live with myself with that. So I'm just going to cut a new one, that's all. Oh, look at this one. What do I need? The one that's hard to punch. It's getting better. Oh, look at that. Perfect, perfect. Yank off my dimensionals, although undo would have done that perfectly. Put some new ones on. And then pop them on the white. don't know if we should pop up the lights. I know I just said I was gonna, but I'm a little concerned. It's okay, you can make noise. My poor son's been trying to have lunch, and I'm just sitting here not allowing it. But I am allowing it. I don't want any messages about it. He's getting his lunch right now. All right, now, on the little part or the big part? I'm doing the big part, but let's put our handle in first, just so then we can see. All right, so you want to go in. Do I want to go in or out? Yeah, go in on both sides. Oh, we forgot this. Yesterday's video, I showed you that if you take your bone folder or the outside of a pair of scissors, which we have found on the last video, are still very sharp. Just do that a little bit. It'll help it curl, and it shouldn't bend and make a crease, because you don't want that. Here we go. And because I used, I had to make a seam because of the size of the DSP, I'm going to push that in so that it doesn't show. Put this in. All right, now, I know I have glue dots. I'm just going to stick a glue dot on each side to hold the handle in and stop it from coming up. I'm sure the candy will do that, but just to be on the safe side, we're going to do both. There we go. And now I'm going to, what should I do? I'm going to glue it. I'm going to use the green glue. Just, you know what? I'm going to pop it. I said I was going to pop it. I mean, I have to stick with my decision. All right. Here we go. I was supposed to work on my my chicken video, but like I said yesterday, it's kind of becoming a big project with the barn. I haven't gotten past the barn yet, because the scale of the chicken to the little chicken hen house, you would have to put it 6 miles away to make it look like it went together. Oh, look at this. Done. Tag, punch, Easter, basket. Boom. All right. Let's do one more because it is a fast one. Oh, look at this, guys. You guys have your fingers set to 911 just in case. My son is here too, so we should be okay. All right. Let's just push stuff out the way. Okay, so what we need is 4 strips of DSP to go over 4 strips of regular cardstocks and stock, not S. This is Granny, Green Apple, Granny, or the green apple one. It'll come to me, don't worry. There's time, it'll come to me. I'm noticing I'm missing a circle, so I'm gonna put that over there. All right, so let me just double check my numbers so that I give you the correct numbers. All right, 4 strips at 5.5 by 3/4. 1 strip 7 1/4 by 1/2, which this looks a little long, but we'll check. Yeah, it's a little bit big, but that's all right. We can cut it after. But I'll do it now. There we go. All right, there we go. And this one is to go over that. So we need our long piece, which I don't seem to see. Let's check. This is, it's this one, see? We used to pick sticks to see who had to go last. This is the paper that you could get in for free during the celebration, which I know it, oh, I'm gonna put my little, here it is, silicone mat. I'm gonna just take every piece and just mount it with the cardstock. No, it's not it. So this was the paper that you could get for free. Oh, should we do this? Be really funky? No, because you know what? Maybe it'll show on the inside. What was I saying? Oh, so yeah, this was the paper that you could get for free, and I hope everyone took advantage of that. And, you know, if you don't have a demonstrator, you got me, and I'm very precise in everything I do, so I believe that's something that you'd want. I don't know why this is too big. Probably just cut them all down in their 6-inch paper. Let's see, I only need 4, so yep, that's what happened. So I'm gonna wing it, and I'm gonna cut them with my scissors. It's all right, it's paper. We can buy more, it's okay. All right, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna glue one of these onto, we need 4, and I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but it's all we need. I promise you, I would not lead you astray, except when I can't find anything, and then I'm pretty much leaving you astray. So I'd like to apologize for that now while we're sitting here. Somebody asked me after my video yesterday if I was going to do a live, and they promised they would show up. I said, thank you so much, I appreciate it, but I might need more than one person. I'm just guessing. I'm going to soak up this glue, because it would really stink if I, like, you know how people, when you go on their lives and they're like, oh, I'm just waiting for a couple of people, they actually come. And I'm not sure that would happen. It might have, you know, before I had to take my break, but now I don't think so. All right, there we go. All right, now we need this, which is, let's just double check, 5.5 by 1/2. Okay, yeah. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna keep our mat out because I am gonna make more of a mess. We are gonna glue our 4 little guys here, and I'm gonna alternate, make it dark then the light at the top. Something fun, you know. All right, so we're gonna do this. And this is looking short. I'm gonna do this one. We can always cut it. Can't grow it, but we can cut it. All right, so I'm gonna use, didn't I find my seal? It's all right, I have this, oh, again, in front of my face. All right, so we just wanna put enough to cover our little piece here. That looks very crooked, but I'm gonna go with it because I can. And then you wanna leave a little bit of a space between here, just so that they're not on top of each other. And I'm alternating the color variant, so I'm doing it dark then light. But you can do it, you could even do purple then green, whatever you want. Green and purple are the coolest colors together. And don't let anybody tell you that they're not, because they are my favorite. All right, look at that. This is the quickest one you'll ever make. All right, so we've got all of our little guys on. All we're gonna do is take each one and attach it to here. I know, it sounds crazy, but this was a time when I should have used my bone folder. That might help just enough. All right, so you take the first one. You're gonna bring, oh, see? Let's take a minute and just do this. Because we don't want, we've gone through all this trouble, some of us more than others. Let's just help it along a little bit. Here we go. All right, now, because this one is gonna come here, I need some glue to attach it there. So, because of the glue situation, I'm gonna just add some, I need a chance to get one on this one. We're just gonna use some glue dots. I mean, you know, not a lot, but you don't want it to fall apart either, you know. All right, so we are gonna take this and we're gonna bring it around and put it here. Then we're gonna do the same thing with this one. Get our glue dots out. And I don't know if you do this, but mine's a mess right now, but if you tie a ribbon there, it might steal your glue dots, but it stops it from unrolling and unraveling. The same as my tip for the other ribbon, all the ribbon actually that you use. All right, so this is the next one. We're gonna cross over that one and attach it next to that one. See, isn't that cute? All right, so almost done. The other one felt like it took 3 days, but who's complaining? Probably you guys, and I apologize. And I don't blame you if you leave. I hope you come back. I hope if you need a demonstrator that you would give me a call, a message, a SOS sign, anything. If you don't already have a demonstrator. If you do, that wouldn't be too cool. And my foot is so asleep, I can't even feel it. So now we are just going to, again, just attach glue dots, bring it around the bottom, attach it. Now we just need to attach these two. Bailey, do you need to go in timeout? I hope not. And then you figure out which one would look better on top, and you just put the glue dots on the opposite one. You guys don't need to bark at every dog who goes for a walk. Honestly, they think they own the street. I would be complaining to somebody if there were other dogs doing that to me if I walked by. It's so embarrassing. It's like we're constantly running out there to stop them from barking. All right, this is what we're going to use, a little dot. I believe it's 1.5 inches. We're just going to pop that on the bottom so it doesn't roll over and it'll stand up. The candy will also help that. And you can even do that if you want to poof it up and, you know, there you go. Now we just need a handle. Oh, look at this, a handle already. We're just gonna put some of this on here. Now, if you use just the DSP, you would see the purple on the inside. I wasn't sure the DSP would hold it, the shape, but I'm willing to try it later on if you'd like. And I think it would look cool. I just wasn't sure if it would work. But I am going to try it out just so you guys can sleep at night knowing the answer. So, I'm going to we just want to add some glue dots, or I want it on the outside. Again, with my little silicone mat. I don't know what people did before silicone mats. So I'm going to put one side of the handle where we overlap the basket, what I would call the back. And that is it. Look at that. Ta-da! Now we can just tie on some ribbon. And what do I have? I know I have green ribbon. I have green ribbon. I also have the purple, but none of the purple is showing, so that wouldn't work. These, again, are from the Gingham Gala from a couple of years ago, and I apparently felt like I needed 5 spools of each color, so I just have to use it up. I apologize for using something that you can't get a hold of, but we do have tons of ribbon in the catalog, and the new catalog is coming out in May this year, not even June, May. So I know we'll have new paper, new ribbon and new paper. I don't think that's a lie. New paper we'll have also. So I would just, did you put yourself in timeout? She does go to timeout. It was kind of a joke one day where I said, you know, if you don't stop barking, you're going in timeout. And she kept barking, and I said, all right, timeout. And she went. And that's where she is right now. All right, my hands have so much glue on them that I can't even, with all the other issues I have of tying bows, I cannot tie bows. So I'm just going to give you an example. Okay. So this would be one bow, but I would make this loop a little longer. And then we can just trim off the ends here. There you go. And I would do it on the other side also, but the glue is not permitting me. For this one, I would use the dotted Swiss tulle ribbon, which has got like, I'm going to try it. I'm going to give it a shot for you guys. Don't anybody see I'm not going all out for you guys. I'm going to do it. I don't know if it'll work, but I'm going to do it. Giving it a try here. Tie it there. I'm going to make 2 bunny ears because it's Easter, get it? All right. Come on, be good to me. No. I do have my little bow maker, but I'm trying to, you know, impress you guys. I might have to impress you without glue on my fingers. Not sure what I'm even grabbing or pulling. Okay, let's pretend this is a bow. I would do that on both sides. And I would get my Easter ash grass cutterer of the nose as my shredder. And then I would fill everybody up with candy. So this we made today. This we made today. And the rest, I decided not to bring in the one that looks like it was in a gang fight. I threw it away. So I can talk to you. So I hope you guys had fun. And I hope you try this, and then I'm gonna add all the stuff down in the stuff section, telling you what you need. And I will be back on Saturday. So, well, that's tomorrow. So I hope you have a great rest of your day. Hope it's nice out like it is here. And I will see you soon. No, hold on. You will see me soon. I can't see you because that would be like FaceTime all over. So I can't do that. All right. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.